Velkommen tilbage endnu en gang på JE Lokal TV. Mit navn er Emil. Jeg er E'et i JE, og jeg er jeres vært. Og vi starter denne her uge 42 med en lille nyhedsoversigt, før vi kommer ind i de andre indslag, som vi har. Fordi det er vigtigt at vide, hvad der sker i vores region, og det er Region Hovedstaden, vi fokuserer på her. Og det er noget, jeg gerne vil fortælle jer om, så I bliver klogere, mere informeret og forhåbentlig interesseret. Så fik vi også lidt rim på plads. Men lad os bare køre igennem, hvad der sker af forskellige ting. Der er noget, der er lidt uroligende. Der er noget, der er beroligende. Men det vigtigste er, at vi er informeret. Lad os starte fra toppen. Vi har et nyt sengeafsnit for abstinensbehandling på Bispebjerg Hospital. Og det er simpelthen Danmarks første specialiserede sengeafsnit for alkohol- og stofabstinenser, og det er åbnet på Flexklinikken. Afsnittet har i første omgang 2 sengepladser, men udvides til 8-10 senge i januar 2026. Der er jo desværre nogen, der døjer med alkohol- og stofabstinenser, men så er det godt, at vi her i hovedstaden udvider vores mulighed for at tage imod dem og for at behandle dem. Og det bliver bemandet af et tværfagligt personale fra somatik og fra psykiatri, og det skal sikre, at man får en bedre behandling og en bedre opfølgning bagefter. Målet ved det her, det er, at vi skal have færre akutte indlæggelser, og man skal have ambulance ud og så videre, og så har man bedre støtte til samfundets allermest udsatte mennesker. Der er afsat ca. 4 millioner kroner af Region Hovedstaden årligt til at drifte den her afdeling af Flexklinikken på Bispebjerg Hospital. Så det er jo en god nyhed, vil jeg sige. Må vi se, hvordan det går med det. Nogle andre nyheder er, at nu skal der også være sociale haver og drivhuse igen på Bispebjerg Hospital. Det er simpelthen 2 drivhus ved det, der hedder Offsite Sociale Haver. De er blevet renoveret, og det er blevet støttet af AP Møllerske Støttefond. Og haverne, de fungerer som simpelthen et hyggeligt udendørs værksted for psykisk sårbare og socialt udsatte, og bidrager til den her følelse af fællesskab og heling, og at man faktisk laver noget sammen. Så de her psykiske sårbare og socialt udsatte, de dyrker grønt, som leverer faktisk til hele hospitalets køkken, så alle får lov at smage, hvad der bliver lavet der. Og projektet styrker miljøet igen omkring den her flexklinik og skaber mere lighed i sundhed. Og så kan drivhusene også bruges af alle året rundt. Altså af de her folk, der skal bruge det, ikke? Godt. Lidt mere om sundhed. Vores region investerer nemlig også 65 millioner kroner i nye scannere, og det er udskiftning af medico-udstyr, især scannere, og man udvider også åbningstiderne for scanningerne, så man kan få nogle flere scanninger nu, der normalt lukker kl. 6, nu lukker det kl. 21, og det giver bedre diagnostik og mere fleksible tider for os patienter, som måske har en anden hverdag. Og så de her scanner, som man ikke skal bruge mere, dem genbruger man selvfølgelig eller renoverer. Og vi leder faktisk efter national støtte til det her udstyr i vores region. Fordi en tredjedel af regionens 160.000 apparater er forældet i dag. Så der er noget at rydde op i her. Og forhåbentlig får vi nogle bedre scannere og nogle udvidede åbningstider, så vi kan blive diagnostiseret bedre. Godt. Så skal vi en tur op til Hornbæk, op i norden af vores region. Der er kommet en ny akutbil i Hornbæk. Den blev indviet den 6. oktober, og den skal sikre, at vi hurtigere får hjælp i yderområderne, fordi at det selvfølgelig ligger lidt langt væk fra blandt andet Bispebjerg Hospital. Bilen er bemandet med en paramedicinær og udstyret til akut behandling på stedet. Nogle af vores politikere, der er jo snart valg, så man kan også lave en lille, man kan selv påvirke det. Men de her politikere, de fremhæver, at det øger trygheden og ligheden i sundhed, og Hornbæk har længe ønsket den her akutbil. Nu får de den så. Og erfaringen fra andre områder, som allerede har en, viser, at man får altså en bedre responstid, når det virkelig gælder. Ja. Det er en kampagne, der kører, der hedder Vi passer på dig. Passer du på os? Skal beskytte redderne, fordi at der er kommet flere vold og trusler mod ambulancereddere, og det er den næste nyhed. Antallet af vold og trusler mod akutberedskabets personale er steget fra 13 sager i 2022 til 180 i 2024. Ambulancereddere og andre personale udsættes for slag, spark, verbale trusler, og der er nu afsat 25 millioner kroner i vores region til sikkerhed og er lanceret den her kampagne med sloganet Vi passer på dig, passer du på os. Jeg håber, hvis man er derude, at man skal selvfølgelig naturligvis ved, at man skal tage sig godt af vores ambulancereddere og vores personale i 1813, der skal hjælpe. Men det er simpelthen også for at få mere psykologhjælp og konflikthåndtering, der skal støtte de her medarbejdere, der er ude i fronten. Problemet er også ret stigende på hospitalerne. Så det er noget værre noget. Udover det, der er noget værre noget, så er der også flere knivstikkeri i København. Der var 2 mænd, der blev stukket med en kniv på Nytorv i Indre By til natten til lørdag. Og de blev bragt til Rigshospitalet med stik i ben og i balle, men er uden for livsfare. Politiet efterforsker sagen og formoder, at der ikke er noget banderelatering i det. Gerningsmændene, 2-3 personer, flygtede fra stedet, og der er ikke nogen anholdt endnu. Så det er altså noget af de ting, der foregår i vores region, desværre. Men det er jo noget, som man skal være bevidst om. Noget helt andet, som forbinder vores region lidt mere, det er en ny flyrute, der er kommet mellem København og Bornholm. Mere specifikt Rønne. Regionen har nemlig indgået en ny aftale med DAT om flyruten til Bornholm, og fra allerede om 2 måneder, fra december 2025, så bliver der 5 daglige tur-retur-flyvninger på hverdag. Den her aftalen, den koster 10 millioner kroner mere årligt, men sikrer også, at patienter og personale kan komme frem og tilbage i hverdagen. Og det indgår også i hospitalets beredskab, og de kan flyve i akutte situationer, DAT. Og det er selvfølgelig vigtigt både for sundhed og infrastruktur, men det kan også hjælpe på turisme med at komme til Bornholm. Så ikke en dejlig region, vi har, og godt, den bliver forbundet mere. Det er i hvert fald min stilling til det. Så kommer vi selvfølgelig til noget, der kommer til at fylde meget. Måske ikke her på kanalen, men generelt i jeres liv, og I kan se valgplakaterne og så videre. Det er 420 kandidater, der stiller op til valg i Region Østdanmark. Og ved det første valg til Region Østdanmark, det er den 18. november, altså om en måned og lidt, så stiller 420 kandidater op, fordelt på 19 lister. Og regionen bliver ligesom den her fusion, som vi har talt om tidligere, med Region Sjælland og Region Hovedstaden, og den træder i kraft i 2027. Og kandidaterne har en bred baggrund. Det er pensionister, det er læger, det er studerende, og regionsrådet, det endelige råd, der bliver lavet, de får 47 medlemmer, og valgforbundet er indgået mellem flere partier. Hvis du skal lave brevstemme, så kan du allerede gøre det, og du kan læse mere inde på Region Østdanmark eller Regions Hovedstadens hjemmeside. Der er også en kampagne for regionalvalget, og det er en fælles kampagne for Region Hovedstaden og Region Sjælland, der skal informere 2,8 millioner borgere om det kommende valg. Og det er vi, indirekte også en del af her. Der kommer til at være film, radiospots, bannere, der skal øge kendskabet og lysten til at undersøge det mere, og så selvfølgelig også stemmedeltagelsen. Og fokuset er på regionens opgaver, sundhedshuse, busplaner, jordforurening. Sloganet, der bruges, hedder Stem med, og det bruges i hele landet, men med fokus på det her Østdanmark. Og der er afsat 2 millioner kroner til den her indsats. for at få folk til at stemme. Så en lille opfordring også her fra JL Lokal TV. Undersøg lidt, hvad er det betyder, og så kom ud og stem, hvis du har brug for det. Godt. Så er der også bare lidt andre nyheder fra den her uge, faktisk fra i dag her den 14. oktober. Der er nogle portører, der nedlægger arbejdet på Rigshospitalet, og det sker simpelthen med, at portører ikke helt kan svare på, hvad der sker, men der har været et fagligt møde tirsdag morgen, og nu er der altså nogle af dem, der er begyndt at strejke. En anden nyhed er, at mandag eftermiddag, der er der simpelthen en indehaver af Pangea Dyrepark, der har fået et foruroligende kald, for det var en ung dreng, som var kommet til at købe 2 diamantklapperslanger, som er ekstremt giftige. Og så har personen fra Pangea Dyrehave så hentet dem på en parkeringsplads i Bjæverskov og har tilkaldt politiet. Men man må ikke have de her farlige slanger, så der er simpelthen sket en fejl. Og det er jo noget, man skal være opmærksom på. Der sker en masse ting i regionen fra højre til venstre. Den sidste ting, jeg også lige vil nævne, det er, at hvis man går op i supermarkedet, og det gør man nok, hvis man køber ind en gang imellem, men Irma er jo lukket, og Irmas aftager når ikke den ønskede omsætning, og dem, der tog over for Irma, det hed jo Alma Madmarked, og de når ikke deres målomsætning på en årlig omsætning på 50 millioner kroner per butik. Så BT og Retail News har interviewet direktøren for Alma Madmarked, Alfred Josefsen, og de åbnede deres første butik i marts her på Frederiksberg i København, og der hvor Irma lukkede, og de har ikke nået deres målomsætning. Så bliver arvetageren også lukket? Det ved vi ikke, det får vi at se. Kan du lige handle i Alma, eller er du mere til Lidl, eller Rema, eller Netto? Hvad end det måtte være, din lokale spar. Det er i hvert fald ikke Alma, det går allerbedst for lige nu, så vidt jeg kan forstå. Det var lidt af nyhederne for i dag. Hvad jeg regner med, at vi også skal se her bagefter, ellers så bliver det på et andet tidspunkt, det er, at vi har besøg af kunstneren Michelle Mira Alegre, som er den kunstner, der havde en fanisering, vi så sidste uge på JL Lokal TV. Og det er jo super interessant, at der er nogle lokale kunstnere, der får lov at vise deres spændende historie frem, og deres kunst i en lokal kaffebar. Men på JL Lokal TV har vi også taget fat i Michelle, eller Mira, og hun kommer ind i studiet og fortæller sin historie. Det hele kommer til at foregå på engelsk, selvom hun har boet i København i 4 år, så hun har altså ikke nået at komme til et niveau på dansk, hvor at man kan have en hel samtale omkring ens liv, og hvordan København påvirker en, og hvad det har gjort ved hendes kunst at bo i København, i stedet for at bo i Filippinerne eller Katar, hvor hun også har brugt meget af sin tid og lavet meget kunst. Så der kommer et interview. Det bliver på engelsk, men det er jo ret spændende at høre, hvordan København påvirker hende som kunstner, og generelt om hendes liv, og hvad for nogle små perler skal man altså vide til. Hvad er det for en slags begravelse, hun gerne vil have? Vi kommer ind på alt muligt spændende i det her interview, og det vil jeg selvfølgelig gerne lægge op til, at I har lyst til at høre. Så nu har jeg lidt nyheder fra denne uge, og nu kommer der et interview på engelsk med Michelle Mira Alegre, og I kan tjekke hende ud på hjemmesiden miraalegre.dk. Tusind tak, fordi I ser med. Mit navn er Emil van Leven. Du ser JL Lokal TV. Tak. Vi ses. Okay, so Jacob is in the sound room, but in the studio, it is Emil van Leven and
Mira Alegre.
Mira Alegre.
Michelle Mira Alegre.
Welcome very much.
Thank you,
Welcome
thank you.
Many times and whatever you say. It's really nice to have you here. How are you doing today?
Quite early, but
Yeah.
it's nice. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy because I saw Fredericksburg. I haven't been here in a while. Such a
Yes.
beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah.
Very cozy. But yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. It's a nice studio. We are back in the studio in Frederiksberg. We have our coffee cups, but it is early in the morning. Well,
Yes.
for some people, 9 o'clock is late. Are you A or B type?
What's an A and B?
I believe A are the early birds,
Nah.
and B is the. let's say.
I'm a night owl. Yeah. Are you? Are you a
Yes, I'm also a night owl.
a night owl? Yeah.
But I feel like I can change that quite often.
Because
Just changing your cycle and your rhythm.
yeah, actually it's healthier.
It's all about habits.
I heard it's healthier to wake up early in the morning
Yes.
than night. But
It's early in the morning,
yeah.
and we are here in JE Local TV because last week I showed the audience some of your work.
Oh, you
and
did?
from your fantasing, it's called in Danish.
Yes.
What's it called in English?
At the exhibition,
Exhibition.
Yes,
Thank you
yes.
very much.
of course. Thank you.
And we didn't really get to know you much
Mm-hmm.
except seeing your art and seeing the very nice exhibition
Thank you.
with the people and wine and everything. It was very nice setting.
Thank you.
So then we got to talk there, and then you said you'd be very happy to come into the studio and have a chat with me.
And here we are.
So I'm
Yes,
so happy.
I am too.
Yeah. So Mira, who are you? The first question I think I asked you when I met
Yes.
you as well.
That's correct.
Where do we start?
Well, I'm from the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a self-taught artist, and I haven't lived in my hometown for 15 years now.
Okay.
So I'm very much, let's say, integrated into the international scene. And I moved out of my country when I was 22.
Okay.
And I started working in Dubai and then moved to Qatar for 6 years. As I've mentioned before, I was a flight attendant.
Yeah.
And then I got married. And then here we are. He found a job here. So we moved to Copenhagen.
That was the quickest recap
Yes.
of a life story I think I've ever heard.
But yeah, within those years, I was doing art. I've been making art for as long as I can remember.
Okay.
It started as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became a side hustle. And then I tried to do it full time here in Copenhagen for the first year when I moved here. But sadly, it didn't succeed because it was very tough. You know, I had to make a living, but art wasn't paying enough.
Okay.
But yeah, I make art.
But let me try to understand when did it start? The art.
Art.
You did it as a side hobby. You mentioned.
Yes, when I was a kid, my mom would bring home some scraps of paper. She was a teacher.
Yeah.
So she would bring home this very old, unused A4 sized paper. And then I would just start doodling. And I remember I saw a pillowcase from my grandmother, a duck with a basket.
Yeah.
And then at night I was looking at it and I said, I really want to draw that.
Okay.
And I did. That's when it started.
Okay.
And then when I was in high school, I joined competitions, but it's more of the fun of it.
Competitions and
Yeah.
drawing. Or-
Yes. In the Philippines, it's a big thing when they give you a theme that has social relevance, and then you make a drawing out of it, and they give you a 3-hour time limit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then in college as well. And then I met the big dogs in the Philippine art scene when I graduated from the university. So
Before we go to the big dogs,
Yes.
when you graduated, I really want to know more about this competition.
oh yes, please.
Because in Denmark, I don't believe we have things like that. So you pick a theme, you get 3 hours, and then you draw,
Yes.
and you all have the same. Is it crayons or what?
Yes,
is it?
crayons.
Yeah, okay.
Back in.
And then you draw. What could a theme be?
Let's say, how does the Filipino language foster growth in the economy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Or,
do you remember anything you drew back then?
Yeah. Usually they host these events in the during August when they say it's the national holiday for the language, where they celebrate the Filipino language.
Okay.
So I remember drawing the Filipino flag. There was a lady with her big waves of hair, just people working, and how do I explain it? They are working together, and it's like a big paper, and then there was like the slogan. You also have to think of a slogan,
Okay.
like a statement about the theme.
As you can write something as well.
Yes, you can.
Or you have to.
Yes, you have to. Anything about the culture, about the Filipino language and the culture, I had to put it in there. And then, of course, the icons of the Philippine history, the people who fought during the revolution against Spain. I have to include them there.
They had to be included in that.
I just chose to because he had said something about our language, saying that if you don't love your language, you're worse than a fishy fish.
A fishy fish?
Yeah, like malansang isda, meaning a stinky fish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you don't like your own language.
And that is the worst thing.
Yeah. That's
to be.
Yes, that's what he said.
Okay.
So that's what I remember from that.
All right. I took notice of that because I don't believe we have that in Denmark, like these kind of...
I didn't know that you don't have it.
Our tests are more like dictate, where the teacher will say leverpostej, and then the kids will write L-E-V.
It's
know
very
a little
interesting,
bit of
actually.
Yeah. It's a bit of like spelling bees.
Yeah.
Then you have exams where you go one-to-one, where you don't have this competitive
which I like.
thing. Yeah.
I heard from my friends who have children and they send them to school. I learned that they don't really have homework and they don't have ranking on who does the best in school, the grades. And I love that.
Yeah, I think there are homework, maybe not in that school, but
maybe.
In general, I think there are homework. Because I don't know. Maybe I don't have kids myself, so I don't know. But you're right. I don't think we rank kids in school.
That's very important.
From a teacher's perspective.
When I learned that, I was shocked. But at the same time, when I think about it, it's very good because you don't put pressure on the children. And as a kid in the Philippines, everything is about competition. It's the Asian culture. You have to have good grades. You have to do better in school. You have to do a...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I heard the same from my wife.
Oh, really?
She's from
Asia?
Turkey.
Oh.
That's half European, half Asian.
Yeah.
So that was extremely competitive, but also because there's so many people. Mm-hmm. So you just have to,
That's true.
take out your elbows and fight all the other kids.
I need this spot.
Yeah, exactly. So that's quite tough. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's how it is here in Region Hovedstaden.
Yeah.
As you say.
It has pros and cons.
Yeah.
But I prefer not to have it. If I could go back and be a kid, I would love to live in a country where there's not a lot of competition because it already makes you feel like you're friends, Yeah. And it affects, I don't know, it's a collective effect.
Yeah.
When you help each other, it's like in Denmark. Such a peaceful country.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I only have this relevance. I only know Denmark and a little bit of Holland.
Mm-hmm,
but
you lived in Holland.
I know it is peaceful, but it's when you always lived here, it's just normal.
Exactly.
But I should be more thankful for.
Yeah.
The frames we have.
It's really nice. It's really nice to live here.
But I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No problem.
You spoke about competitiveness, and then you beat all the other ones in high school and so on. And then you graduated. Then you met the big dogs.
Yes.
Let's get back to that. Who are the big dogs? And
they would be Jim Orencio, George Solano. They are the people who, let's say, pioneered the art scene in Manila.
Mm-hmm.
And also Patrick Fernandez. He was my first mentor in the hometown, in my hometown.
Okay.
It's a small province. And then I just posted something on social media and then I met him and then we connected and he said, maybe you should join our exhibition. We have a group exhibition. Okay. And from there, I believe that was the turning point. I learned a lot from the techniques, how I see my art.
On our channel,
too.
We are trying to post a little bit on social media. What did you post that made you stand out?
It's just...
that made them notice you?
It was just a drawing of a doll with a lion head. It's like a lion head, but with a human face. Okay. But it looks like the lion head was worn. Because I'm very interested in Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Where What's the name of this guy who killed the lion?
That's a good question.
Hercules.
Yes.
Yeah, Hercules did that. So I did that, and then he reached out to me, and from there I learned so many things. I'm so grateful for them, because my painting skills were non-existent until that point.
Really?
Yeah, I was just using oil painting, oil pastel. These little sticks, and then watercolor.
Okay.
And then I learned from them a lot. They were activists too, so their art revolves around the social issues that we face in the Philippines.
Okay.
And I think it's a very good foundation.
So you connected there.
Yes, that's where I got my first influence. But of course, over the years, it changed, including when I moved here in Copenhagen. But I still have it in me.
Yeah.
I think art is a form of rebellion.
Yeah.
As I said in my exhibition.
Yeah, it definitely does push some agendas or make some people wonder or provoke or...
Yes, it does. I think it's a very overrated art form because everyone...
Overrated?
Yeah, everybody paints.
Okay.
Since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
In Europe especially.
Mm-hmm.
And people nowadays do installation, conceptual art. But I think even though it's overrated in the elite sense, when the gallerists say that you just paint, it's a painting again, I think it doesn't take away its power, because as long as it's personal and it has history, it's political.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't agree that it's overrated.
No. Mm-hmm. No, okay. So that way overrated. I just had to.
No.
Okay. Very cool. I think I could talk about that for another 2 hours, but I just want to jump back into maybe we move a bit forward in time, away from college and your time with your mentors back in the Philippines, right?
Yes.
You are now in Copenhagen. Maybe let's talk a little bit about that. How did you end up here, first of all?
As I mentioned, honestly, I didn't want to move here in the beginning.
Okay.
Because I had I had a career back in Qatar, as a flight attendant.
Yeah.
But now looking back, I don't call it as a career anymore. And thank God I moved to Copenhagen.
So your base was in Qatar and you were a flight attendant?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And you did that after being in the Philippines?
Yes. After university, I asked my mom to let me pursue art for a year because she didn't want me to go to art school. And then I moved to Qatar, and then I was I lost the thought.
It's okay. You moved to Qatar.
Yes, and then I wanted to move to and then my husband found a job in Copenhagen.
Okay.
And
did you meet your husband in Qatar?
I met him in Qatar. Okay, yes, good. And then because I was a flight attendant, I was trying to make the long distance relationship work because he had to leave at some point. Yeah. And that's another story.
Been there, done that. So
yes, you did.
Yeah, Turkey and Denmark.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I made it. We made it.
You will catch us in the next episode talking about long distance relationship.
So
but so your husband got a job in Copenhagen.
Yes, and I didn't want to move here because of the language. I was so scared of it, and I was so scared that I wouldn't get the same opportunities that I have if it was the Philippines or the Middle East, because everybody speaks English. But then when I moved here, I realized everybody speaks English and everyone is very welcoming. But of course, when it comes to they are.
Really?
As far as I can. That's my
okay.
I haven't had any bad experiences.
Oh, okay. No, that's really good, because a lot of my friends who come from around the world, they maybe see the Danish as a little bit cold.
That's true.
Initially.
But doesn't mean that they're not kind.
I try to convince them of that.
Yeah, I think when I first moved here, I know that I was going to struggle with the language, but I was just standing at a bus station, and then a lady saw me struggling with the directions. She immediately came to me, "Are you lost?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she helped me, and that was the first thing that struck, because, they're so kind. I didn't have to ask, because I was shy to ask.
Yeah.
So, I moved here. Sorry?
There's no need to be shy. Everyone needs help once in
I
a
know,
while.
right?
I actually take myself these days when I see tourists who are lost. I try to help them out or just ask first in Danish because you never know if they're tourists or they're just from Jylland who came over here confused. But yeah, you need to help everyone around you.
Yes, and
Are you good on coffee and do you need anything?
I'm good. Thank you
You're
very
good?
much.
Okay. Now, so you came to Denmark. You were a bit scared of the language and your opportunities here because it's unknown territory.
Yeah.
But then you got here and you met some people and who actually turned out to be kind.
Yes, that's true. I think my connections helped me a lot. Going back to the competitive side of my culture, in the Philippines, you have to present your CV to get a job. In here, it's all about who trusts you.
Yeah.
You know, who's friends with you. So they can trust you because they trust this person who trusts you.
Yeah.
Because it goes down to the trust built into your society, into the society.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's how I found connections. You know, you make friends. You're of course, it's genuine friendship.
Yeah.
It took time. And then I finally landed a job after a year of trying to make art. And because I've always been in hospitality.
Yeah.
So I found a job through connections. I had to find a job, but I didn't forget about my art. I'm still doing it on the side, as you
There's
know.
so many people who are doing their maybe passion as a thing on the side, and then they slowly work towards it.
That's true.
Or can do both.
Yeah.
I also worked in hospitality many years.
You did?
I did.
Where?
I was working with cruise ships, guests coming into Copenhagen. I worked in restaurant for 6 years.
Me too. Here,
I love giving people a great experience.
Yeah, because
and now
like
I do it in another setting.
Yes.
Here or at my work with technology and
I could see that. You're very welcoming. Yeah. I think it's always in you when you're in hospitality.
Yes,
it's always in you.
Yes. Now, okay, but you spent the first year trying to make some art here in Copenhagen.
Yes.
But then you did find a job through your connections.
Yes, but during the first year that I was doing art, unemployed. I mean, I don't have a real job, they say, but I still consider my art as a job.
Yeah.
I tried to promote it more on social media and reach out to galleries. I also applied to the Royal Danish Academy of Fine Arts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because, of course, I didn't pass. It's very...
Is it very competitive?
Yeah, they said so, yes.
Okay.
My mom didn't allow me to go to art school because in the Philippines, if you're an artist, it's like, it doesn't make money. I don't know about in Denmark.
Oh, there are so many careers. Like now, I guess it's, you want to be a gamer or a YouTuber or a singer or musician, artist. There's always going to be someone who's not going to be supportive.
Right.
And not everyone makes money in the field, but some do, and then they make tons.
That's true.
But that's not the point.
That's true.
It's about chasing your passion, right?
That's true. And it's sad because sometimes the things that make you happy and what humans are actually wired to do, like creativity, isn't paid well. It's sad.
Yes. Yeah.
Until, of course, they say 1 in a million, you probably will get the chance to be famous and be known for what you're doing. But I wish that we live in a world that, everyone can just do their thing and not have to worry about
Everyone
bills.
Could be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe with robots and AI, we can all relax.
Yeah, that's what Elon Musk said, no?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what happens.
Let's see.
No, but you applied to the Royal, what did you say? Royal Academy?
Royal Danish Academy of Fine Arts.
Okay. But that didn't go. What was the test like there? Did you have to draw 3 hours again? Or?
No, it's different here. You have to present your best 3 pieces that reflects your art, that reflect your art practice, and then you have to write something about it and introduce yourself, and then of course send a curriculum vitae.
Okay.
Didn't go well. And that's totally fine, because I think I owe it to myself to make my dreams come true as a kid, because I really wanted to go to art school, and I did pass the test in one of the best schools for art in the Philippines. But my mom said, "No, doesn't make money." Traditional Asian mom mentality.
Yeah.
So I said, "Okay, finally, I have the freedom. I no longer live with my parents. I live in Copenhagen. What more could I ask for? Maybe I should pursue my art here." And then I did. I applied, and they said no. They said my art has no direction.
Okay.
That's funny, but it's fine. I wanted to apply to art school to learn,
Yeah.
but I had the impression that they want someone who's already sure and established. It's kind of ironic, but I respect it.
It sounds a lot like music school.
Really,
I'm
really.
maybe a little bit bitter because I also applied for music school
You
for
did?
a couple of years. Yes.
And how
I played
did-
drums.
So you did pass.
I did not pass. I got a pretty good grade, but
Okay.
did not pass.
What do you
that is a
mean?
competitive field. You need to get that's one way you rank the students.
Okay.
So that is one area.
Wow.
But yeah, it's. I guess it's a bit different because for that they just said you have no direction. But maybe you can get it later.
Maybe.
I mean, I've kind of given up on music school.
Oh,
but
no.
I don't want you to give up art school, but sometimes you don't need it. I have 2 concerts coming up next month.
Wow.
I played in Germany last
What
month.
do you play? Drums.
I play drums, yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm doing it even though I didn't go to the official school.
That's
and
true.
I'm not here to brag or anything. It's
No,
not
of
it's not
course.
professional, but it's just on the side.
Yeah,
But I still do it.
I agree that sometimes you don't need it.
You don't need that diploma from
That's
the
true.
officials to do it.
You're right. I realized that later on when I got sad that I didn't pass. I thought about it and I said, well, I can still do it, and my art shouldn't ask for approval. It should only be from me, as long as it makes me happy.
Yeah.
It's cliche, but it's so true.
Yeah, it is.
And I think even if I don't go to art school in one way or another, I'll still keep doing it.
Yeah.
And good for you that you're still doing it.
Yeah. Before we go back a bit to the Copenhagen, like what it means to you, I want to understand what is the ultimate end goal with your art. Because it sounds a little bit to me like you really want to go to an art school.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore.
Yeah,
okay.
not anymore. Yeah.
But what is because for a musician, at least for myself, I think it is the ultimate dream to be standing on a stage with 100,000 people.
Thank you for
watching
being honest about that.
Playing that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that is like that would be like a checklist, like done it. Or I played drums on a big festival, or I made it on an album that went number 1 or
That's
something.
crazy.
That is like an ultimate dream for musicians.
Have you done it?
I have not done it yet.
Okay.
Coming right up. But for you, what is it for you?
I don't know. It's weird because I always see, when I pass by Kongens Nytorv or I go to museums and I see there are big exhibitions.
Mm-hmm.
I see this huge poster of artworks of artists that are dead,
Okay.
are already dead. Like Degas, for example, was in Glyptotheek last month, I think. I'd like to see that alive.
Okay. For yourself.
For myself. I want to do an exhibition in a museum
Yeah. Okay.
someday.
In
Doesn't
a
have to be
museum or
in a
one
museum.
of the main museums.
Yeah, anywhere is fine as long as it's a major one.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be
Anywhere is fine as long as it's a major one.
It doesn't have to be Copenhagen, but I'd love it to be in Copenhagen.
Okay.
That would be freaking amazing. But since I was traveling a lot back in the day, I've seen many museums all over the world, especially the US, and they have pretty good collections. And I think if I make it there, not for validation, but I would say that if your art reached that level, it means that it resonated with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they connected with it. And that's more than the recognition or the awards.
Yeah.
I'd like people to connect with it, in a very authentic and real sense.
Yeah.
because that's where my art revolves around, about life, if you noticed.
Yeah.
Like everyday life, but in a whimsical and weird way.
Yeah, it's quite. It makes you think when you see it. And if you haven't yet so far, you can go to miraalegre.com.
Yes.
And you can see all the artwork. You can read more about you.
Yes, please.
And learn a lot about who you are, except from watching this interview another place, and see the art specifically.
Thank you.
But maybe let's talk a little bit more about Copenhagen, because I find it very interesting that how you see people and what your experience was in the start. But then you said you spent the first year or most of the year making art in Copenhagen.
Quietly making art.
Quietly?
Yeah.
What does quietly making art mean? Slowly or?
Slowly, quietly, no exhibitions until recently.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no... I tried connected with the local community.
Yeah.
It was also difficult.
Okay.
But sorry to cut you.
No, it's okay. I'm wondering how that art then, has it turned out? Do you see any difference compared to when you made it in Qatar? Or?
A lot. When I was in Qatar, it was more of a survival because the environment there was quite harsh. It's a different country. They have rules. And the art that I made was potentially a reason to call the police.
Were your art was prohibited in another?
Well, of course, because
or you were thinking about keeping.
I just kept it. Yeah, I tried. I want, as much as I'd like to put it out there, I didn't even have the chance. But commission works helped me when people hire me to make paintings privately. That's something. But in Qatar, it was really, really difficult to put it out there. And then when I moved to Copenhagen, so my artworks were mostly dark in there. And, when your psychology is just all over the place, it reflects on your art. So when I look at those paintings that I made in Qatar, they are so busy. There's just so many things going on, which is not a bad thing. But because it's self-expression, I was able to release all the tension that I feel while living there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy being a flight attendant, but I think it wasn't a country to settle in for me. And I'm so happy to be here in Copenhagen, where you just have the freedom. You can drink whatever you want. You can eat pork.
Orange juice, milk. You can eat pork. You can eat pork juice if you want, or drink. No, but
so
we are actually. I think we ranked one of the top best cities to live in, or something.
Yes,
something. I'm bragging again. Listen.
No, for real.
So you were feeling a bit restrictive, but maybe you didn't know it when you were there. But you could look back on your artwork and see it was busy. It was dark.
Yes.
What does dark mean in this sense?
It was more of. It was kind of violent. In a sense, the artworks have a lot of movement, have a lot of sadness to it. Most of the artworks are disturbed or injured or troubled. So it's more of me battling that the loss of freedom. I wouldn't say it's lack, but there's loss of freedom in there. Because my country is also very open to many things, but I do respect the religion and the culture and the customs in Qatar. But also, while you respect it, it also restricts your identity. And so I made it, the paintings that I made were very sad. And, it makes you think, as you said. And now that I look at it, it's kind of cringe, but it's it's very honest. And that's what I like about my art, even to this day.
Okay.
And when I moved to Copenhagen, of course, there's this freedom of expression that you can just say whatever, paint whatever. And also, when I moved here, Sorry?
Ytringsfrihed.
What's that?
It's a very hard word to say, I guess.
How do you say it?
Ytringsfrihed.
Frihed.
Yeah, freedom of speech.
There you go.
Basically. I know it is in a lot of countries, but I think in Denmark it's quite strong.
Yeah. The advertisements here are insane. I'm like, wow. No, but I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm all for freedom, freedom of expression. So yeah, going back, it affected my art in a way that also I slowed down. The life here is quite slow in a sense. Of course, you live in a city, but you slow down. You don't rush things, and minimalism is also quite popular here. Less is more. They call also in fashion, they say it's effortlessly cool. You put things together and you look cool. You don't even have to try. And the same for my art.
Maybe I try too much. That's why.
You don't. You just put cute pieces, like small, no, not small, but simple pieces that go well together. I mean, it's Denmark. It's the design capital of the world at some point, is it? Or architectural capital at some point by
it's
UNESCO.
Definitely up in the Scandinavia, at least.
There you go. Yeah. Very humble. So that's how it affected it. My art became less... not less in a sense that less in meaning, but less in details. But I get to focus more on what I want to say and not say too much. From being a maximalist, I became minimalist maximalist. If there's a balance in that. Okay. I know it sounds weird.
Mediumalist.
That's a good way to put it. So, and the colors as well has changed.
Okay. Did they become more gray and...
No, I knew you would say that. Yeah. Well, it's funny because when I was speaking to a Swedish colleague of mine, she said, when I showed her my artworks casually, because she's also an artist, she said, wow, I like your art. And I didn't believe her. I'm like, oh, come on. You're Swedish. You must like black and white and brown and neutral and gray. And then she said, sorry?
Beige as well.
Beige, is trending. Yeah, off-white, yeah. And then she said, no, in Scandinavia, it's either you're very neutral or you're very colorful. There's nothing in between. And that struck me. And because over the years, when I got rejected in the art school, one of the things that I thought about is that maybe it's too colorful. Maybe I'm not accepted here because of my choice of colors. You kind of overthink when you take it personal when you get rejected.
Of course.
So when I think of that, I said, oh, that's a fresh perspective. I've never heard that before. And so I kept going. I never changed my colors, but I wouldn't say I toned it down, but I would say that I just blended in. It's still colorful. It doesn't take away its identity, but it's more Copenhagen. Yeah. But it's also still more me. Still me. Okay. Still Filipino.
Okay. It's interesting how if, let's say, you could live 200 years and you could move to every country in the world and live there for 2 years. Yeah. I'm making up a scenario now. Then you would probably see that reflection in your art, but still have that Filipino part. But then maybe in every country would be a little bit.
And
different.
I think that's good. I think it's a good thing. Yeah. You pick up things from cultures.
Yeah. Pick up life experience and
also that
cultures and
and you apply it, and it reflects who you are. Yeah. Your growth, for example.
Your girl?
Your growth.
No, your growth.
Your girl.
Okay. Your girl. Who is that? Okay. So we've been a little bit all over the place, but now I want to understand, what does Copenhagen mean to you? Now you lived here for how long?
4 years now.
4 years, okay.
4 år.
4 år, sådan. Nu snakker vi dansk.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay. So 4 years in Copenhagen. Have you been around to the rest of Region Hovedstaden, up in Hillerød and Helsingør?
I have, yes.
Yeah?
I've been to Louisiana Museum.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's Helsingør.
That was my next question.
Yeah, I love it. And then I've been to Billund.
Billund,
Legoland.
Okay, yeah, Legoland, yes.
Yes, that's where I've been. And then, of course, in Copenhagen, Roldhavn, Sølhavn. But I haven't been to Dragør.
Dragør, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Okay.
And
actually, they have a great Christmas market coming up in a few weeks.
Yay,
and
you're going.
JE Local TV might even cover it. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I'd love to go there. Yeah. But mostly in Copenhagen only.
Okay.
I'd like to go to Bornholm.
Yeah, Bornholm as well. Yeah. Skål.
Skål.
Vi er tilbage. Skal vi lige skåle?
Yes, we're back.
Kling. Super. You talked about Bornholm.
Mm-hmm.
And you have never been there.
No.
But you would like to go.
I'd love to go, yeah.
I will recommend the summer to go there.
I heard.
Yeah. Maybe either by bike or by car.
By bike?
Yeah, I mean, you can go there with a ferry, of course.
Okay.
You can't cross the water without. But then you can bike around in the city. It's not that huge an island. You can drive from one side to the other in an hour in a car.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
But you hopefully have many years here in Denmark, here in Hovedstaden.
I think so. Yeah. I really hope so.
Yeah.
I don't see myself living anywhere else.
Okay.
I really like living here.
Yeah.
And it's funny because in hospitality, I'm a concierge.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to recommend places to guests.
Yeah.
And one thing that I always get nervous about when they ask me, like, how do I go to Bornholm? Let me pull out my Google and...
By bike.
You walk. I always say Copenhagen is walkable.
Yeah.
But Bornholm is something else.
Bornholm is not Copenhagen.
Yeah, exactly.
Separate island.
Exactly. I'd like to go there so I can recommend it more. I think it's funny because when I got this job...
So what is this job?
Concierge. So you recommend...
hotel in Copenhagen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and you recommend things to do, where to eat, what are the events. For example, Swan Lake is on. You have to be on top of things you need to know.
Yeah.
But then...
Even more than a TV host, you need to know what's happening in Copenhagen.
I think so. I think so. I don't know about you, but yeah, you need to know what's happening. So Bornholm is one of the things that I'd love to visit soon. Maybe
what
next
have you
summer.
heard about Bornholm? What are your thoughts about it?
I heard that it's a beautiful island, white sand beaches.
Yeah, some places, yeah.
Beautiful scenery, landscape, nature-wise. And that's it. Cozy, of course.
Yeah.
My friends have been in winter. Hygge, yeah, very much. Yeah, Hygge. I love Hygge.
Yeah.
That's also one thing I love about living here.
Okay.
The Hygge culture.
Hygge? Yeah.
Yes.
Varm kop kaffe om morgenen.
Yes, and here in this beautiful studio, very Hygge. Before moving here, I read a book called The Little Book of Hygge by
I think I've
Mark.
seen that.
My God, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wrote it again?
Mark Viking.
Mark Viking?
Yeah, he's
an appropriate name.
Why?
Viking.
Yeah,
Viking.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. It's Weiking. Maybe I mispronounced it.
Viking. Okay.
He's the...
it's similar.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Viking. Yeah. So he's the Happiness Institute CEO. I don't know what that means, but he's promoting the happiness of Copenhagen, and he's he's written these books. He has 4 books about it. So it's very interesting. It's like it's a crash course to how you live your life in Copenhagen.
Okay.
And that's where I learned the Hygge culture.
So you learned about Bornholm, you learned about Hygge.
Yes.
And now you're reading books as well about Hygge. And
yes, I've read already.
So you got a crash course from that book.
Yes.
And what is Copenhagen.
Before moving here, yeah.
And before moving here.
Yes. I was still in Qatar.
Now that you live in Hovedstaden, in Copenhagen, what is your crash course? What would you maybe recommend to people coming here?
Walk. Don't take the metro. Walk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just go to the neighborhoods of, let's say, Vesterbro or Frederiksberg. Of course, as tourists, people would always go to Nyhavn or the palaces. Yeah, but I would say you go to the very cozy neighborhoods of Nørrebro, Frederiksberg, Vesterbro, and then spend time in the lakes. I love. And the coffee here is amazing.
Yes, it actually is.
It's the best I've tried in the world.
I think we really care about the coffee a lot, even though we are not, let's say we're not harvesting the coffee and we're not making the coffee, but we are really taking it in and then screwing on all the dials and making sure the science is correct. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people should try the coffee. And anywhere
Where should
you
they
go.
try the coffee?
I like Prologue.
Yeah, Prolo.
Yeah. Have you been there?
Not an ad, by the way, but Prolo. We have one closed up right next to where I live.
Oh, fantastic.
I've been there 2 times now.
Yes,
It's really good.
it is.
And on the TV channel, actually, earlier I have been drinking some matcha as well.
Ooh.
So I'm
You're a matcha guy.
opening up my horizon. I wasn't, but now I'm trying.
It's good. It
Yeah.
has collagen, keeps you young.
Okay.
Yeah.
It shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so Prolo,
yeah.
if you want to taste coffee, what else do you do in Copenhagen?
I love to do vintage shopping.
Yeah?
Yes, I really like it. It's considered, back where I came from, it's considered a lowly thing to do because it's like you don't have money because you're doing vintage shopping. But in here, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's like a trend.
Yeah.
It's like when you have vintage coffee table or something, you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
where'd you get that? It's like finding a treasure.
Yes.
And I like it.
It's the small gems.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to get out of you. Where are they in Copenhagen as well? But
Nørrebro.
yeah, Nørrebro, they have a lot of loppemarked.
Yeah.
We actually covered a lot of loppemarked on the TV channel earlier. We have been out and filming a lot of them, talking to the people behind. Because there's the stories as well. And the negotiation you have. And sustainable as well.
Yes, I love that.
It's great.
I love that. Yes. Also in Vesterbro, there are also a few.
Yeah.
But mostly in Nørrebro, I find this ceramic sculptures that you won't see anywhere, and that's so cool. I feel like I get a title of I'm unique. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't find it
Yeah.
other places.
It's nice because nowadays it's so generic. Everyone's house looks like IKEA. I'm sorry. Even mine looks like IKEA.
I think that's because we buy stuff from IKEA.
Exactly. But that's not a bad thing. But then you can find tiny pieces that stand out that you can put in your home that can start a conversation. I like that.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
where'd you get this cute little sculpture?
Yeah,
I
true.
like that.
That's true.
Yeah, since moving here, I became more conscious of where I live, how to make them livable and cozy.
Where is it do you live, actually?
In Sluseholmen.
Sluseholmen.
Surhavn,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very quiet neighborhood.
What do you like about that place?
The canals.
Yeah?
Yeah, and very nice coffee, Rico's Cafe. Yeah.
Rico's Cafe Bar, where you also had your art
Yes.
exhibition. Yeah.
The sense of community, because mostly it's families in there, living in there.
Okay.
It's for for families. It's a very quiet neighborhood. I like that it's close to the water.
Mm-hmm.
It's close to the center. It's not the center, but it's quite close.
Yeah.
It's accessible to everything. And then there's on the other side, just a little bit, you're in Islandsbrygge, and there's a park that you can walk in, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's very quiet. Nothing going on, nothing much until recently, where they started building more infrastructures and
there will be more and more. Copenhagen is expanding.
it is.
But you mentioned that there's a sense of community in Sluseholmen.
Yes, everybody knows each other.
Can you? Okay. How do you think that comes about, and how do you experience it?
It's funny because it's through art.
Okay.
Yes, I've met artists in there because in Rico's Cafe, before I had my exhibition, there's a friend of mine who's also an artist who lives there. We met each other in this immigrant art group back in 2023. And then we connected, and I found out that she lives there. And then as time goes by, I get to know more people in the area, and we all connected through art in Rico's Cafe. And when I pitched my art to the manager of the cafe, he said, "Do you know this person?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's actually my friend. That's why I'm here." And so it all goes down to helping each other. And I'm really grateful to the manager, Casper. I don't know if you met him in the exhibition, but he's all for the community showing their art. Because before, the collections in the cafe is mostly curated professionally. But then people started coming in and say, can I show my art? And he was nice enough to say, you know what? Why don't we host exhibitions?